Are we live? Oh, we're live. Yes. Yes. Today is day 5. It is day 5 of going live every day. I can't believe I can't believe I've structured something for this long. I'm not going to lie to you. Uh let's start off with last night. Last night. I went to bed at 11. I actually did it. I went to bed at 11 and I woke up at uh, I woke up at 9. I woke up at 9. I can explain. I can explain. Even though I went to bed, I I was scrolling on my phone. Unfortunately, unfortunately, that means I didn't sleep until like what, like 12:40 around there, 12:40. So that's the reason why I woke up at 9. But anyways, that is a win. That is a win. All right, we will change that, of course. Of course, we will. So the rest of the day, I've still not done everything yet. Um, I've just been preparing the stream, trying to get things ready. But I will do everything else that I planned out to do, and I'll tell you about it tomorrow. Tomorrow, all right. So today, I actually found what I was looking for yesterday. Remember when I was talking about what was it? The graph about people who when they discover something they're like up here, and then now when they actually do the thing they're down here. Let me just look it up. I can't explain that well, but I can find it. All right. Mhm. Is it called? Oh, it's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. Yes, Dunning-Kruger effect. Let's move. Let's move. Give me a second. I'm trying to show it. There we go. There we go. All right. Think of this like what? Think of this as a lesson, okay? From now on, I told you, think of me as the sensei. I am the master. but but yeah, it's kind of slow. Just give it a second. Just give it a second. Mm. Yes. So it says the Dunning-Kruger effect is a cognitive bias where people with low ability in a specific area overestimate them. What highly skilled individuals tend to underestimate their feeling, uh, Filling tasks are easier for everyone. This happens because the skills need to recognize one's whole incompetence are often same skills lacking, creating a false sense of mystery. Mountain stupid stage. In contrast, experts become aware of the nuance and expectations, leading to more modest self assessments. Mm, let's check this out. Open image in your time. So just like I said before, when you're getting into it, you do not know what you're actually getting yourself into. Why is it so big? Wait, pause. Uh, huh, okay. So now it means that this is your confidence level in the beginning, and down here is like, well, let's say the time period, yeah. So now when I started getting into like what setting up business online, this is how high what my what how I thought everything would be peaked. I was like, I know everything about this, bro. The second I start the business, it's going to work out. I'm going to be like extremely well, but no, no, until when I was able to get the chance to like actually start and do this for myself. Well, it's got a bit more complicated than I thought. That's after I like started like a few things. I had not yet started completely, but this is usually how it goes. And then we have, I'll never understand this. This is where most people give up, and then it starts making sense. This is when people, here is where most people like what give up, and here is when you've actually been doing it for a while, and not just like not just like um a year, 2 years. This is when you've been doing it for like 3, 4, 5 years, maybe even 10 years down the line. This is when you start to like, oh, I'm getting the hang of this. This is starting to make a bit of sense. Until you turn into to the trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. I know what I'm doing, and not just the trust me, bro, from over here. But the trust me, bro, from over here, the one that has completed it, the one that's actually made it. So this is what will happen to most people, even though or even though you show them the graph, uh even though you show them the graph, they'll still be asking, they'll still be like, yes, yes. So yeah, I understand. I know I'm going to go through this period, but but what they'll still be saying, or even though I know I'll be going through this period, they still underestimate how hard it is. Mm. which which is why most people give up, because this is this is why most people give up. Oh shit, I was gone for a second there, don't worry. But I hope you saw what I was showing. Let me share it again. This is what I was talking about. Yeah. So in the beginning, a lot of people are going to be like, yes, I know this, I can do all this, blah blah. But no one really understands, like no one understands it until they've gone through this period. Once they've gone through this period and know actually how hard it is, how difficult it is, and they're able to make it out, it's either they drop off from here, they just give up completely, or they continue on and see where it takes them from there. Mhm. Which also brings me to another point. There's this thing called the sunk cost fallacy from like business. Was it business or economics? Um, it was economics, yeah. So now it says that also cost am I even right? You know, I could be bullshitting maybe, but hey. Yes, I'm right. Sunk cost fallacy phenomenon whereby a person is reluctant to abandon a strategy or course of action because they have invested heavy into it, even when it's clear that the abandonment would be beneficial. So yeah, sunk cost fallacy. Mhm. So it brings me into it. A lot of people, they can either. Oh, did I remove it? No, at a stage. Give me a second. Why am I here? Wait, there we go. So let's say you're working 9 to 5, right? How is it? Let's just say you're working a normal job, yeah. And then you see the opportunity of like what someone is telling you, bro, you can start your own business right now. Me, trust me. You can do this right now. They will be like, okay, sure. So how did it look? How did it look? How did it look? Mm. And then once they start to get to know about like what business and stuff, they'll be like, okay, maybe I can do it. They start having this false sense of well, they start thinking that they know what they're doing. Okay, good thing I'm back. So now they start thinking that they know, and they'll be like, okay, yes, I'll have to do this. It gets a bit more complicated, but they're still there. They're still in it. They're like, yes, I know this is for me. Until it reaches the point whereby they have started their business, and now they're contemplating: do I leave my job or do I continue? Because at this point, you're doing both at the same time, and it's not benefiting you to do both at the same time because you're getting burnt out. You're getting burnt out, and well, you have to quit one of them. Mhm. And due to here, and due to the sunk cost fallacy, let me open this. Open image anytime. Share this stuff instead. And because of the sunk cost fallacy, yeah, these guys they're not willing to come off the job because what it's more stable. It's more stable than the business that I've started, and they're seeing risks basically. Let me share this instead. So what you're supposed to do is, if you're going through a dilemma like this, let's say you have a business that you want to start, and let's say you're still in school or you're having like a normal job, yeah, you can always start off by doing both of them at the same time. You start it off and know that you're going to eventually reach this point. You're going to eventually reach this point of I will never understand this. The bottom part over here. You have to understand that you will reach that point eventually. And once you've finally reached that point, you should now make the decision for yourself. Am I going to continue, or am I going to either stop one of the things that I'm doing? That is the difficult decision that you'll make, obviously. That's a difficult decision that you have to make. But all you need to know is that if you stick to this for long enough, you will either reach this point. And I'm not saying, and if you reach this point and you say, okay, maybe business is not for me, you don't need to continue and try to see if it like work out for you, because you are obviously the person that knows what's best for you. You're the one who knows how things will work out. You're the one who knows how what how things are going. Yeah, like for me personally, I want to do business and I know this is going to be or the best thing for me. So I'm still sticking to that to see where I'm going to get at it. And that does not mean that once something starts to get difficult, you slow down or you stop. No, 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 no. Things will get difficult eventually. Everything gets difficult. Mm, everything gets difficult eventually. What you're supposed to do is stick to it long enough to see results. All right. Once you've seen those results, you know, am I going to do this? Am I going to stick to it? Or am I just going to give up? But not everyone is built for this. There's a reason why not everyone is where they're at right now, and maybe they don't have the willpower, maybe they don't have the work ethics or the work ethic, and maybe they're just not built out for it. I don't know what to say. Um, but yeah, that's really what I was trying to talk about yesterday. The Dunning Kruger effect. I got to know. I knew. I got to know about it from some YouTube videos that I've been watching. I've been, um, and I was able to learn that things will get difficult eventually, and you will have to wait it out and see results first before you quit. Mm. I mean, it's not a must. I mean, it depends. To be honest, it depends. It depends on you and your current situation. So, yeah. Mm, for me, right now, this applies to me as well. And right now, I am doing, with what I'm doing right now, I'm seeing where I can go with this. Yeah, I'm seeing where I can go with this. Where have I reached? I think I've reached this point. This point. I think I've reached this point. Mm, that says mm, it's more complicated than I thought. Yes, this, when it comes to streaming, I've already reached this point. At first, I was like, I think I know everything. Of course, I knew that I didn't know everything, but I'm at this point right now. It's more complicated than I thought. And that there are certain ways that, well, people make a name for themselves. Yeah. Mm. So what I'm really hoping for me, for all of you, is that you try your best to get past the quitting stage, the point where you know quitting is on the verge of happening. Mm. But yeah, that's really what I wanted to talk about from yesterday. I forgot the name and I forgot like what where I got the graph from, but I was able to find it today. I was able to find it today, and I'm happy that I got to explain it. Mm. You see, I'm a man of my word. Mm. uh, but yeah, for me, what I'm gonna do the rest of the day, I still have things planned out. Shoot, and my laptop. Oh my gosh, my laptop. Shoot, maybe the problem is me. I like keeping way too many tabs open, and I know this thing can't handle it. but but I need I need to um do better. we better reduce, find a way in which to make it work. I mean, Iron Man built his suit in a cave full of scraps, but hey, I am going to be able to build this software. I'm going to be able to be done with the app. I don't know how long it will take, but I'll be able to finish it. I know that. I know that. It's been pretty slow so far, but yeah. Mm. Give me a second. Let me oh, so it truly depends on you what you want to do with your life, where you see yourself. It's a lot of stuff, but yeah. Mm, video editor. But yesterday I was finally able to get out of the house. I'm usually here all the time, all day, because I'm working on like a lot of stuff. It's not even what I'm working on. I've been kind of difficult, but we live and learn. We live and learn. today is um today is leg day. Yes, today I'm training legs, of course. Never skip legs, kids. Today I'm training legs, and I'm going to do that later. Of course, maybe immediately after I end the stream. But I'm going to do that, of course. As for day 5, we're going to see if I can make it to day 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, day 30. Yo, and what do I see for myself? Day 30. Day 30, I don't know. No, I know I'll be like slightly better. I don't expect myself to be like revolutionary, but I'll be better than I am right now, of course. What would I say for day 30? I mean, I don't see anything, but I know what I'll be good. I'll be better. Oh, um, so all I need to do is to go to continue going to bed early. A chapter, yes, chapter of a book a day. I need to write this down. I don't know why I was chapter. Mm-hmm, led by Marvin. Yeah, train people, and that's all. We can try adding things later, but we see how this week goes first before trying to do anything like too crazy. Yeah, trying to do anything too crazy. But yeah. And so I think that's it for today. I just wanted to talk about the Dunning-Kruger effect from yesterday's stream. Just wanted to try and inform you guys about it because it's something that I thought would be cool to talk about. Mm, but okay, let me see. Um, so But seeing as it's Monday, I don't know. Is it crazy? What's something crazy that has happened to me in the last 2 3 years? Something significant. Hmm. Crazy. Something crazy. I don't know. I mean, I would like to say I'm an adventurous person. I'm an adventurous person. I like to go out, see the world, learn things. I don't like being cooped up at home, even though I am right now. But yeah. Mm, but let's go. I still have a name for the software. Uh, I still haven't figured out like a permanent name. I don't know what I'll call it. I don't know. Maybe Ian's app or something. I don't know. But once I get that, I will of course show it on stream. Would Nah, I'll see that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah. And what for those of you who are more who are not new to this, you obviously know that I'm doing this daily, and I'm happy that you have been able to stick around this long. We'll continue to grow together and see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, same time, same place. Okay. I stream every day at 2 p.m. except for Saturdays. Saturdays I used to do it either earlier or later. But every other day, I'm doing it from 2 p.m. Yeah. But it's alright, guys. See you next time. And yeah.